for today's video, I'm gonna do an updated makeup routine. It has not changed much, but I figured I would show you guys again kind of what I do with my makeup and how I put everything on and all the products I use. And I'll just like kind of catch you up and we can just hang out and talk. I don't normally put clips in my hair, but I'm going to do it today just that way it does not get in my face. But the first thing I start off with is the Summer Fridays sunscreen. I try to have sunscreen every day, especially if I'm going out in the sun. I feel like sunscreen you really do need to have. If you do anything with like, if you go out or anything, always wear sunscreen. Even if you don't wear makeup, I highly recommend wearing sunscreen. That way you don't get like sun. Oh, just got it on my dress. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I fixed it. That scared me because I am literally wearing a white dress. So it's probably wearing makeup or putting on makeup and white just does not go well. No idea what I was saying other than just make sure you wear sunscreen even if you do not wear makeup. I don't like wearing super heavy makeup anymore. I definitely stay away from as much foundation as I can. I mean, every once in a while I will wear foundation, but I usually like things pretty light and kind of like a natural look. So I love the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I have talked about this a million times. This is like my favorite. Still use it all the time. I love it. And to go with it, I use the Saie Super Gel. These are my two favorites. And if I'm not using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I am using, here it is, the Westman Alter. I think that's how you say it. Like, bronzing job. Sorry, I cannot think. Bronzing job. So either or. I will use either this one or that. So it's kind of like back and forth. I love both. They're both very expensive. So just to put that out there, they are both really expensive. But I think they're worth it in my opinion. I really do love this and I really love this. So this just gives you more of a bronze and a glow. And then this, depending on your color, gives you a little bit of a color, but not really. It's more of just a glow. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna use this today because I really don't feel like wearing a bronze. So I'm going to just put this kind of like all over my face. And I mean, I guess you could put the bronzing drop over this if you wanted to. You could probably put them together, but I usually don't because I am very pale and I have to be kind of careful on how much stuff I use like on my face at once. But anyways, so I love, like I said, the Saie Super Glow Gel. I find it so glowy and it is gorgeous. I am obsessed with it. And I like to actually put it with my Flawless Filter and I just like use a brush and do it together. I blend it together and I just use this Tarte brush. I've had it for, I don't even know how long now. I think it's been like 8 months now and I love it so much. Or maybe it's been longer than that. I don't even know anymore. But as you can see, I didn't really do skincare. So I do not do skincare anymore on my face because I find it breaks me out. I have super sensitive skin. So I do not wear skincare anymore because of that. I used to wear like a lot of different skincare and try different products, but it never would work for my skin and it would always break me out. Like I would break out constantly. So I really stepped away from skincare and now I just cleanse it and I will use moisturizer and that's it. I will ice my face and yeah, my skin has never been so clear since I haven't used skincare. I haven't used skincare in a few months now and my skin looks really clear and so much better. For contour, I love the Dibs. I have talked about this. This is my favorite contour product as a blush and a contour stick. I use the blush sometimes. It's not like my go-to blush, but it's really pretty. And I love the contour. It is really great and definitely my favorite. Use it all the time. Yeah, and then here's the blush. It's like this super like pink. It's really pretty. But we're gonna use the contour part because it is definitely my favorite and it looks natural. Like it's not too cakey or anything, which I really like. I blended out with the Patrick Top like contour brush, and it works really nice. I do really like this brush. I do recommend getting a brush that looks like this, kind of like nothing like too poofy or anything, because I realized it doesn't end up blending well and it kind of gets like all over your face. But if you have a brush, I don't really exactly know how you call this, but if it's like really thin, and I don't know, you can just see that it's gonna only stay where you put the contour. Unlike if you get like, I used to do brushes kind of like this thick, and I realized if I did that, it would get all in my cheeks, and it just made my face like a little too dark than it needs to be. So I splurged and I got a brush for this, and I am so happy I did, because I feel like it just makes my makeup look so much better now, and I really like it. And it kind of helps like get more like where it needs to be and not like everywhere, which is really nice. But I cannot believe that it is already October. Like, where has this year gone? It has been such a fast year, and my dad already has Christmas presents for my brother like in the garage, and then my brother's writing me a Christmas list for me to get, that way I can get him some presents for Christmas. I'm just like, this is crazy. I cannot believe that Halloween's coming, fall is already here, and then before we know it, it's gonna be Christmas and New Year's, and it'll be January 2025, which is insane. I cannot believe it. So for my eyes, I still love the Tula, and I put it under my eyes, but I also use a little bit of the Hourglass as well. I have been using the Hourglass for so long now, and I love that concealer. It is definitely one of my favorite concealers. And then I just love the Tula because it just gives such a nice like brightening under your eyes, which is also really nice. So I'm gonna go in with my concealer now, and I only do like a tiny 2 dots. I do not go crazy. And I was actually watching one of my videos like from a year ago of how much concealer I used to use. Oh my gosh, I was like, whoa, that is a lot. Like, when I mean it was a lot of concealer, I covered the whole thing in concealer. Like, for me, I look so much better with more natural makeup. Some other people, I feel like, they do really look good in it, but for me, no. And I don't know what was going on in that video. I was like, what in the world? But yeah, just the memories you end up capturing. So I've definitely grown in the makeup and putting on makeup, kind of figuring out what looks best on me. So I am super happy of how much I've grown. And I've heard that if you look back at a video and you feel kind of like embarrassed by it, or like whatever, you means you have grown into your, like, when you're filming, you have grown and have really grown up with that, which is crazy because I guess I really have. I have been doing YouTube now for a year, and I cannot believe that I have been doing it for a year now. That is crazy. Like, I don't know, it just is crazy to me that I have been doing it for a year, especially because for so many years I have wanted to do YouTube and I never had the courage to actually do it, and now I've been doing it for a year, which really blows my mind. And we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I am so grateful for every one of you, and I cannot believe that we're almost at 1,000. So thank you for everyone who supports me and comments and likes my videos. I really do appreciate it. I know I don't say it enough, but I really do appreciate it. But sorry, I've been like getting all sidetracked. I use this beauty blender and I just use it for my concealer. I have like this whole beauty blender box that my mom and dad got me for Christmas. No, it's for my birthday. And I have loved it. So yeah, I'm just blended under my eyes and that's it. If I have like a pimple or something, I might put a little concealer like on the pimple, but other than that, I literally just keep it under my eyes. So for blush, I love the Merit blush. It is one of my favorites. It is so natural. And I love this shade. It is not like a hot pink shade, and I find that this shade matches my skin tone so well. So it makes it look like so much more natural than like the hot pinks and stuff. And I have been loving this blush. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's not that pigmented, but honestly, that's what I like about it, that it isn't. Oh no. I am like making a mess today, but that it isn't that pigmented, which is actually kind of nice. I like the more natural, okay, my brush. I like the more natural look and stuff, so I like that it's not super pigmented. I mean, you can definitely tell, and I do put it a little bit like on the tip of my nose to kind of make it look like sunburn and stuff, which I have been loving that. And actually funny, for years I hated blush. Like, I never liked wearing blush. I thought it was so embarrassing for some reason. Like, I don't even know. I used to like put the most tiniest bit of blush on and you could never notice because I did not like blush at all. And now I cannot even live without blush. Like, I love blush so much. It's so funny because when I was just starting to get into makeup, I would wear blush and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I do not like that. But I think it was because when I was getting like people doing my own makeup, they would put way too much blush on, which caused me not to like it. But now when I started doing my own makeup and playing around with it and I was doing it, then I started liking blush. And I'm like, okay, you really don't need so much blush. Like, a little bit can go a long way, especially with some blushes now that people have like made and stuff. It can be so pigmented. So since it is like very light and stuff, I do go in with my Hourglass palette, and I love this. I wouldn't have gotten it, but I actually had like from family one year like over $100 of gift cards at Ulta, and so I ended up getting this palette. And I am obsessed with it. The colors are so pretty. They do not have this palette anymore. It was exclusive over a Christmas one year. So, oh my gosh, 2 years ago, I think. And you guys, I am obsessed with it. It is so pretty. I use the two blushes. I've never really used the other color or the other like palette. Like, some are highlight, one's highlighter, one is, then there's bronzer, and then they have setting powder. I do not use really any of them except the blush, but I really do like them. I will probably maybe one day try using like the bronzer or something, but right now I just use the blush because I do really enjoy the blushes. Just blend it out a little more, and I sometimes like to put it a little bit on my forehead and chin to kind of just make it look a little more natural, like blush. Like, I'm kind of like blushing, or, you know, just like some sunburn and stuff. And then I do, for some reason, I don't think this even helps, but I love to just go over it with my fingers and kind of blend it out too and stuff. But yeah, it's such a pretty shade. Like, these blushes are incredible. I love them. Like, if you have not gotten the Hourglass, I know they're really expensive, but they really are amazing. Now, I know I show a lot of high-end products, but I'll actually show you another blush that I really like. So I love the Milani one. This is really good. So if you don't want to get an expensive blush, which I completely understand if you don't, because yeah, it can be, they can get really expensive, but I do really like the Milani blushes. These are amazing. So I do highly recommend these too if you don't want to pay like $80 or something for a blush. This is great. So I know blushes definitely can be expensive, and makeup in general can be really expensive, and I know I use a lot more high-end makeup, but there are some really good drugstore makeup products, and if you want me to like show you any, I can totally give you guys some recommendations of some drugstore makeup products that I do love. I just really don't wear them much just because I feel like since I paid so much money on high-end, like I need to wear it more. But before I move on from blush, I want to real fast mention, this is another blush I use all the time. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Blush Wand. This is amazing. I'm obsessed with it. And I have it where it's also like a glow, so kind of like a highlighter too. But I do love this. I'm not wearing my Merit. I am probably wearing this because I do really like it. So for highlighter, I am loving the Merit highlighter. This is incredible. So I have the blush and the highlighter. I highly, highly recommend this highlighter. It is so natural. Like, it's not glittery or anything. It like literally looks so natural. Like, you put a whole face of skincare on, and then it just shined through the makeup. Like, it is incredible. So this is like the best. I have it in Cava. Yeah, Cava. And this is my all-time favorite makeup product. Like, this is incredible. Sometimes I will like do it, but I feel like it kind of takes off some of the makeup, so I don't do that. I actually just use my finger and rub it in. I'll just like dab it, and it just is so beautiful. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but look how natural that is. It's just such a natural glow. Like, I am obsessed with it. And I even put it like on the tip of my nose and stuff, but just look at that. It's so beautiful. And that glow, you guys, is just so natural, which I really, really love. And then I will put it on the tip of my nose and right here as well. I don't even know what that's called, but I don't know, just on your nose. I just like do it right there, and look at that, just so natural, and I am obsessed with it. I will sometimes actually go in with a highlighter, with my cookie highlighter. I will go in with that just on the tip of my nose, just a little bit, like not even that much, and I'll just dab it a little bit, and that's it. I don't put it on my cheeks or anything. I only put the Cava on my cheeks. I don't put any like high powder highlighter on my cheeks because I really like that natural look. See, oh my gosh, it's so like, you can just see how natural it is, and I love it. For mascara, I will use the YSL mascara. This is incredible. This makes your eyelashes really long. Now it's kind of dried out because I have had this for a while, but I do use this still, and it was expensive, so I'm gonna use it until I cannot use it anymore. And then I also use the L'Oreal Paris mascara on top. I do not curl my eyelashes because I am terrified that I will lose them and they will fall out if I curl my eyelashes, so I stay away from curling them. That is just a preference that I kind of like prefer. I do not curl them, but I have really long eyelashes already, so I really don't need to curl them. And if I curled them, they would probably look like crazy, so I don't even curl them. I don't do fake eyelashes either. Like I said, I'm just scared that my eyelashes will get ripped out, and I do not want them ripped out, so I just put on mascara. And a tip, if you want to take off your mascara, you want to put a handful of water in your hands, and then you're going to splash it on your face like 3 times. Don't rub the mascara off at all. Like, do not rub it off, and wait like 30 seconds to a minute, and then you're just gonna kind of just do this, and all the mascara is gonna come off. Like, it's incredible, and none of your eyelashes fall out. It's a trick that I have learned, and I do it every single time, and none of my eyelashes like really fall out. You just kind of like use your finger slowly, and all the mascara will come out. So it is really nice trick. So if you guys have trouble taking like makeup off or the mascara off, I recommend doing that because it really helps. I get distracted. I can be very talkative, so I am trying to do it's hard for me to talk while doing mascara, but I'm also like a very talkative person, and I enjoy talking to you guys, so. Okay, now I'm using the L'Oreal Paris, it's like the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I just kind of go over on top. I already did the bottom lashes. I just used the YSL one. Okay, I took the clips out of my hair, but here's the mascara. Amazing, I love it. And now for my lips, I use a lot of different lip products because I just go kind of what I'm feeling or how it matches my makeup. You know, it just kind of depends on what I want to do. But today I'm going to use my favorite lip combo. So I use the Milk blush, and I just dab it on my lips like this. And then I dab it like on the top. I'm just going to blend it out with my fingers. And it kind of just gives it this like natural blush on your lips, which is really nice. And then we're gonna go in with my favorite lip liner, which is the Refy lip liner. I love this. It's amazing. And I'm just gonna like line my lips like that. And then I'm going to blend them, kind of like blend it to make it look a little more natural. And now we're gonna use the Refy lip gloss. I love this. I go between the Summer Friday, Fenty Beauty, and the Refy. Those are my top 3 favorite lip glosses. And I'm gonna go with the Refy today because I haven't used it in a while and I have missed it. Let's see if I can get, it's like almost all gone. But I love this, and look at that glow, or look at that gloss. It's so pretty. All right, guys, here's the finished makeup look. I am obsessed with how it turned out. It's so pretty. Like, look at that. Very natural. I love it. But yeah, that's kind of my makeup routine, my updated makeup routine, and kind of like what I use and stuff. And if you would like me to do more makeup videos, that is so up my alley, so I will totally do it. I do love my makeup routine, and I think I really perfected it this past few months, so I'm really obsessed with how it's been looking lately. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.